Hi, my name is Sarah Lawhorn, and I would like to welcome you to the video presentation of continuing coverage for Powell Industries. I, along with team members Paul Costato, Edward Roman, Chris Loomis, and R.A. Dales, covered Powell on the Burkenroad program at Tulane's A.B. Freeman School of Business. Powell trades on the NASDAQ and is currently trading at a price of $33.41. After analyzing Powell's financials, speaking with company management at our site visit, and valuing the company, we give Powell an investment rating of market underperform and forecast a 12-month target price of $32. Throughout the video presentation, our team will discuss a company overview, an analysis of the industry, an analysis of Powell's peers, the company's financial performance and our projections, a valuation of the company, and finally, our investment thesis and recommendation. William E. Powell founded Powell Industries in 1947 as a Houston-based metal manufacturing business. The company is still headquartered in Houston, Texas, and has locations in the U.S., Canada, and the United Kingdom. Powell Industries provides specialized electrical equipment and systems. The company designs, manufactures, and services complex electrical systems utilized in oil and gas refining, offshore oil and gas production, petrochemical, pipeline, terminal, mining and metals, light rail traction power, electrical utility, pulp and paper, and other heavy industrial markets. The company's main products include switchgear, integrated equipment and enclosures, and energy monitoring and control systems. Powell also offers installation and general field support services for its projects. Powell is a cyclical company and derives almost 50% of its revenue from the oil and gas industry, as you can see in the pie chart to the right. Additionally, the company has very cyclical revenues depending on its ability to renew contracts and its ability to generate backlog, which is a measure of its unfulfilled projects. The industrial electrical equipment industry is currently valued at $11.28 billion and includes companies involved in the manufacturing of products such as small generators, electric heating and cooling systems, motors, storage batteries, and other electrical components. Customers of this industry are large-scale users of electrical energy in oil and gas, commodity procurement, and construction services. Commodity prices significantly declined in 2014 and have since remained suppressed. Many oil and gas companies have delayed or canceled existing switchgear and switchboard contracts and have failed to renew fixed-term contracts from existing projects. The cyclicality of the oil and gas market can significantly alter the success of companies in the industrial electrical equipment industry. Among Powell's peers are ABB Group, Eaton Corporation, General Electric, Schneider Electric, and Siemens. Powell differentiates itself from its competitors by its ability to create customizable projects. Additionally, Powell is able to manufacture electrical equipment and also fully integrate these products, making it a one-stop shop for customers. Powell operates in a niche market and, as you can see, has a market cap of $0.43 billion, which is the smallest among its peers. Powell's revenues are dependent upon the company's ability to generate backlog and renew contracts with customers. We forecast that quarterly revenues will remain stable with a conservative compound annual growth rate of approximately 1% over the next 10 years, while annual revenues are expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 6.91% over the next 10 years, which is depicted in the graph to the right. We calculated future revenue growth rates by averaging historical revenue growth both quarterly and annually. Additionally, the growth rate we forecast accounts for dips and peaks in Powell's cyclical revenue over the next 10 years. To forecast operating, financing, and investing activities, we made assumptions about Powell and its future performance. To forecast operating activities, we assumed that Powell's future performance will be similar to historical performance, and that the company will continue to operate at similar margins. We did not make any significant assumptions in the financing section and refer to schedules in the company's 10-K to forecast equity and debt. To project investing activities, we assume that Powell is engaging in stable growth and will spend approximately $420 million on plant, property, and equipment over the next 3 quarters. After speaking with management and analyzing the current state of the industry, we do not believe Powell will aggressively grow its business through reinvestment until revenues stabilize. Our team also used a combination of a relative multiple method and a discounted cash flow analysis to determine the 12-month target price for Powell stock. Our peer group consisted of General Electric, Schneider Electric, Eaton Corporation, ABB Group, and Siemens. Although Powell does not necessarily have a pure play peer, we averaged multiples across this peer group and found a multiple we believed was justified to determine Powell's stock price. We also analyzed Powell's historical multiples to ensure that the multiple we arrived at was rational and in line with past performance. Ultimately, we arrived upon a price to book value multiple of 2.71 from averaging multiples of Powell's peers, which we used in our valuation. Our team also utilized a discounted cash flow analysis to value Powell. To perform a DCF analysis, we projected free cash flows to the firm 10 years into the future and discounted the cash flows back to present value. We calculated the discount rate of 14%, which was used to discount cash flows, by determining the weighted average cost of capital of the company and by adding a liquidity premium of 5% to the company's weighted average cost of capital. We forecasted the terminal value of cash flows by using a Gordon growth model and by assuming a long-term growth rate in line with U.S. gross domestic product of 2.1%. By combining both a DCF and relative multiple method, we calculated a target price of $32. Given that Powell is currently trading at $33.41 and our target price is $32, we give Powell an investment rating of market underperform. We believe that companies such as Powell, whose revenue is dependent upon the activity of oil and gas companies, will continue to see a decline in revenue and limited activity until oil prices recover. Declining demand from the energy sector prevents Powell from currently seeing high revenue growth. Additionally, with low oil and gas prices and declining demand from the energy sector, Powell faces difficulty generating backlog, which directly impacts revenue, as depicted in the graph to the right. Furthermore, with the election of a new president, the future of U.S. energy policy remains uncertain and can create opportunities for Powell if regulations are relaxed. Although Powell is currently seeing decreased demand for its products, we believe that stabilizing market conditions can help Powell to see higher growth, although we still forecast a 12-month target price of $32 based on the company's current and expected performance. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation today. We hope you enjoyed it and we wish the company all the best for the upcoming fiscal year.